Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of How to Make Damn Good Drinks at Home. For this week's show, we're going to be doing our fourth in a series of shows about the Negroni and different variations of the Negroni. So the first video we did was the basic, classic, traditional Negroni, which has got three elements to it: gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth. Then a few weeks later, we did a variation where we took out the gin and we replaced it with bourbon, and then that becomes a Boulevardier. And a few weeks after that, we did another variation where we put in tequila with the Campari and the sweet vermouth, and we added a dash of orange liqueur, and that became the tequila Negroni. So for today's show, we're doing our fourth variation, and this one is called the Summer Negroni. So this one is for Kerry D'Onofrio, who asked me to come up with something that includes raspberries, which this does. This is also for all of my friends like Steph Fox and Lisette and Julie and Laura and all the people who love the Negroni, and also for friends of mine like Amber who love the Aperol Spritz. And you'll see in a moment how these kind of combine together. So the drink we're going to make today, we're going to put the gin back in, and we're going to put in vodka. So the purpose of this is I found recipes that had it both ways, with gin and with vodka. So I found that doing it half and half was kind of nice, because with the gin by itself was a little too strong. The vodka was a little too sort of vanilla. So instead of doing 2 ounces of either one, we're going to do 1 ounce of each. Then we're going to take out the Campari and replace it with Aperol. So the idea here is Aperol is a little lighter, it's a little summerier. That's going to add a little bit of a different flavor to it. We're going to stick with the sweet vermouth. We're also going to go with a dash of the orange liqueur. And as a final touch, we're going to put in a little bit of club soda. And the thinking here is this should be a blend of flavors where it's going to taste like a Negroni, but there's also going to be some elements that'll taste a little bit like an Aperol Spritz, and I think the club soda will help there. So the way we're going to make this drink, I got a lot of bottles in front of me. There's a little space here. We're going to take our mixing glass and we're going to throw in here 4 raspberries. And then we're going to take 1 strawberry, cut it into a couple pieces, and we're going to muddle this. We're not going to try to like obliterate it, just a gentle muddling, which doesn't really take that much more, especially with the raspberries. We just want to release some of the juice and the flavor. All right, and then next up we're going to put in the ice. And then we're going to put in 1 ounce of the vodka. We're using Grey Goose. We're going to do 1 ounce of gin. We're using the Green Hook Greensmith's gin. So 1 ounce of this. 1 ounce of the Aperol. There we go. 1 ounce of the sweet vermouth. And half an ounce of the orange liqueur. We're using Grand Marnier, but if you've got Triple Sec or Cointreau, that's just as good. And this is just to give it just a hint of an orange flavor. And we're going to stir this up to get it nice and cool, and also to incorporate in, the juice, the flavor from the raspberries and the strawberry. And then we're going to add in, finally, 1 ounce of club soda. Like I said, this should add just a little bit more effervescence and make this feel a little bit more like a summery drink, which is, of course, with the Summer Negroni, what we're aiming for. All right. Good. So now we're going to add our fresh ice into a glass. We're going to strain this in. That's got beautiful, nice sort of ruby red color, and we're going to just garnish this with 1 fresh raspberry. that's it. Summer Negroni. It's great. I had a good friend come over last night and we tested this. He's a big Negroni purist. Didn't expect to like it at all. I was very frank about that. And ended up liking it. Kind of helped me with the taste testing and trying different variations. But this came out great. I think you guys will like it. Carrie, I expect to see you posting a picture of this and hope you all enjoy it. Yeah, that's good.